Hello and welcome. I'm JC Proton, and this is Let's Play Endless Space 2. This is episode 10 of my fourth Let's Play series. In this game, we're playing the standard Lumeris faction. So we're picking up at turn 80. It's right before the election. I've been looking over the map. Um, last turn, I did a bunch of negotiating. I got a bunch of peace with a lot of people. Got a lot of maps traded. So I ended up having vision of almost all the galaxy at this point, over 80%. And even though that I'm at peace with them, Riftborn seemed to be getting agitated. They were unhappy with me having scouts back here in their space. I guess maybe because the scouts are armed. But they're definitely getting irritated, and I think they see an opportunity. They know militarily I'm very weak. I haven't even developed small military ships yet, or medium ships at all. I don't have any invasion tech. I don't even have tanks, etc. I've not done anything militarily. All I have is some, hodgepodge mix of ships from assimilated minor factions. So they see an opportunity here. There are about 19 proto-orchid deposits in this constellation here. Here in this Cancer constellation, and they see an opportunity here. I mean, I've got two little systems, and they could basically just take this and push me back, and they could grab all these and this, and they could push me off this one, and I'd be pushed all the way back to here, and that's a pretty defensible position for them, right? They would have two ways in, and that's it. So they're thinking probably, they could take all this and just defend. That would be pretty nice, right? And I would be jammed up and stuffed in just these two constellations over here. So I'd have these two, and they'd have these two. What I'm thinking is, if it's going to come to conflict with Riftborn, what I'm going to want to do is push them out of this constellation. That way, all of my stuff is just going to be here. I'll have these three constellations, and it's very defensible, right? There's one way in here, one way in here, and one way in here. So I could take all the way down to Columba, maybe go to Zane, maybe I could go out to Galvaran or not, and just basically defend here. Once I had that, I would be able to just turtle up basically, and have my trade routes and win the game. If it really comes to a throwdown with Riftborn, I could, if we come to a war to the death, I could, if I take this entire constellation from them, then again that's still defensible here because there's only one link over here, and it's a pretty good distance. So it's not like people are going to be going across that void of space that far. It'd be pretty unusual. So should be defensible. Either of those options should be okay. That one should be okay, and the whole right side of the galaxy, that works too. That's probably all I need to win the game, to get an economic victory. So that's my general plan. That's what I'm leaning towards. I'm thinking about maybe pulling back all of my military ships. Still maybe proceeding with my scouts, but maybe pulling my military ships back. So kind of undecided on that at this point. Kind of want to maybe just reassign their orders. Because I was using them for scouting, but then once I started making peace and trading maps, I don't really need them for scouting anymore. And it's more likely I'm going to need them to fight, to fight the Riftborn. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So I'm pulling them back, I'm trying to marshal what military forces I have. These guys are coming back through here. These guys are coming on over here. So yeah, I figure if he attacks me, this is probably where it's gonna be. So I'm just gonna try to stack that system, and we'll see how bad of an attack it's gonna be. Riftborn are really, really, really tough. They're really tough. And in this game, they're really strong, too. They're second place on score. 673. Yeah, that's going to be a nasty fight. And, it's not necessarily a fight I'm going to win. We're going to see. So I've adjusted my my researches now. I've shifted over to small military ships, command points with tanks, more command points, shields with a defensive battle tactic, another battle tactic, fewer the proud, getting a damage boost every time you lose a ship. So if you're expecting to have a lot of losses, that's a good tactic. So yeah, I'm gonna do a rush on military tech, and then I'm gonna have to start building some military, probably, if they decide to attack. And I might lose this. I might lose this. It might get nasty. We'll see. We'll see how bad it goes. I have let's see. I have 8 turns left, I think, on the new colony rule. Yeah. So for as long as that lasts, I'm hesitant to change government types, and I don't want to change government types until after the election. So probably around turn 87, 88, something like that, might be the time that I actually change to a democracy, which means then I have to undergo 10 turns of anarchy. So that'll get me to turn 97, 98, whatever. So by turn 100, I should be running in a democracy with more laws, and things will be stable, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's go ahead and click over and let's do this election, man. %. That's not so good, right? What I don't want to do is push somebody, is try to give him some help, and then these guys lose. Because I've seen that happen. That happened, I think, in my second Let's Play. I don't remember, first, second? It was a disaster. It was a huge mess. So the correct answer is to just boost your main party. Because if they're not in power, then everything falls apart. It's well supported. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do primary elections and just boost the pacifists, and then the chips will fall where they may. have it. Looks like it's definitely not industrialist. Looks like it's pacifist and either science or ecology. Okay, ecologist. Green fertility. So that cancels my industrialist law that I had running that was giving me 25% extra industry on every system that was exalted or whatever. Contented workers, yeah. All right, my plan on the minor civilizations is going to be assimilate them and then abandon the planets, the systems immediately. I'll just literally just scrap them. Okay, I'm going to have to do a boost. $336 science. And since he just kicked us out, he can't ask us to leave again anytime soon. Like 10 turns, I think. Okay, headquarters is there. Now we need to do a subsidiary. Okay, so I was looking this over, and I was coming to the conclusion that I'm going to be using Red Sang on all 3 levels. I will be using most likely Proto Orchid on 2 levels. And then the last level is likely going to be Eden Incense. I could go into more details, but anyway, that's the rough plan. And trying to decide where to put this, I'm kind of coming up with this. I'm probably going to have trade centers here, here, and here. And I'm not sure about the fourth one. Maybe up here. I'm not exactly sure. So I think I'm going to put a subsidiary here. Six or five. So it's going to be some hard times here. It's going to be some hard times for us for a while. So it went from being pretty easy to not being so easy anymore. Okay, now this is my first time looking at these in probably years, if ever. So let's see what we've got to work with here. Six spaces, huh? Five. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to delete both of those. Okay. Okay, my protector. It's a pretty cool looking ship. Okay, so max defenses, what are we looking at here? Total of 2. That's it. Okay. What other options do we have? One engine. Okay, and then weaponry, yeah, on protectors, just guns. I don't know if that 5% after battle is worth an extra 100. He goes from 938 to 1090. It's 160. That's a lot for a 5% repair. I wish I had like a titanium repair. It would be good. Well, you have to have an engine. Hmm. Do we just go guns and be one-dimensional, or do we go ahead and get energy weapons? Let's see, 29 times 2, 58. That's 57. $199, 263. I think I'm just gonna go guns, man. I don't normally like to be one-dimensional like that, but the thing is, though, if you're stuck at long range, you need to have some sort of long range weapon to do something. So I guess I'll do that. I'll do a balanced ship. It's interesting that you basically end up having to have 2 defense. So you almost don't really need protector ships if all of your attackers are armed or have defenses. So it makes it where they're support ships, actually, or it's actually more of a legit support ship. Now I could use these also as the troop carriers and siege ships. So if I did that, Hmm. Interesting. Very different from what I'm used to. Okay. All right. And the Unfallen. The Unfallen have Thinkers and Tinkers 1. So um, it looks like, with the amount that I've explored at this point, it looks like we're not going to be able to get Pulsos. Thinkers and Tinkers 1 looks like there's only one in this galaxy, and the Unfallen got them. So that's not in the cards. So that's just a thing that we're going to have to accept this game, is we're not getting it. AE50. And now that we are through the election, we can go ahead and start shuffling some more people around. One of these. One of these. What we're going to end up doing is having a mix of population. So my plan is um, that on each planet will be mostly Lumeris, but we'll have one Cephaloros, one Mavros, one Pulsos, um, maybe an Ambler, and the reason for and a remnant. Okay, and here's why, right? Once you have 20 of them, 15% industry on the system with that, right? Um, see, we're not going to do that one. We'll do Ambler, which is 10% more dust. Pulsos, 10% more industry. Mavros, 15% more industry. Cephaloros, 10% more industry. So by having them spread throughout the empire, where there's just one or two on each system, we'll get, it'll add up to a significant boost. So here's after the election. So yeah, we got this law slot open now. Brains over bucks. Minus 20% in dust and plus 30% science. I don't think we have very many anomalies though. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, we're at 1500 and 2650. So that's 500 and 2650 became 3344. So we got about 700, around 700 science, and we lost about 500 dust. Okay, that's an okay trade. We need a lot more science right now, so. All right, we're gonna do the trick. Okay, first things first. Let's move these guys over here so that we know they're going back in the spaceport. Cancel. You gotta send these people nowhere. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Okay. 44. I could do the same trick with all of them, but it's a smaller amount of resources, and I'm just impatient right now. Do I still have that approval? I do. Okay. Probably not going to need those sowers after all, because the cravers are so far away. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be a really long game, so you never know. Okay, CA can send one of those somewhere. To AC. CB. To AE. Okay, that's taken care of. And we even fiddled around with our population. Uh-oh. Expedition power 2. 32. And I lost some ship movement speed too, come to think of it. Yeah, he'll probably attack me. I'll just go as close as I can, because the closer I am, the more damage I do. My armor doesn't do much against his laser weapons. Oh, was that medium range? What did we engage at? Hard target? Okay, so we engaged at medium to start. Okay, these guys are both at 0 movement. All right, next stop. So I got dudes here coming this way, so I'll just go ahead on up here. So I'm pulling all my military ships back, but I'm going to keep the scouts going further and further, and they're just going to explore everything they can. Um, just going to keep running the scouts all the way out, man, as far as we can. Try to get everything explored. By the time I get to the edge of the galaxy, I'll probably finally have researched this one. And then I'll start heading them back home, and I'll research everything or explore everything on the way back. Try to get all the top techs I can get. Revealing a bunch of resources way out there is like, they're far enough away, it's not going to matter. And so, yeah, that's the plan. Let's see, he's out of movement and probes, so I guess he's going to wait. He's out of probes and movement. Okay, so that was turn 81, man. Kind of a big turn. Getting later in the game, the turns kind of start bogging down a little bit. We've got 7 more turns left of super ecstaticness. Not that it really pays off as much now that I can't run the that law. Can't run pay it forward. And I like mineral misers. That's a good one too. New colony's pretty good. So yeah, I definitely like the industrialist guys. Seems like that was really strong when I had them with a pacifist, but just couldn't maintain it, man. Let me see, what would it be like in a democracy? I still probably wouldn't even have. I probably still wouldn't even have industrialists in there. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm trying to stack the population with industrialists to help them out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I'm hanging on to Ambler. It's a temporary system just because that's the one that's giving me the boost to approval. So when that boost expires, then the system will also expire. I'll abandon it. All right. Well, we'll just advance the turn. I'm probably missing something, but can only do so much, man. I hope the Riftborn settle down. I gave in to all their demands. They wanted me to move my fleets. I did. Whew, lots of stuff happening. Let's see what we got. Let's take a peek to preview.
Horatio has an eternal task to beautify the galaxy. Perhaps this helps you understand our actions.
You must remove your vessels.
No, we aren't to be trusted.
We consider your empire a grave threat to our existence. Total war is the only rational response. That's really not good. That is not good. Yeah, they are getting ready to attack us. We thrive during conflicts. I am not looking forward to war with the Riftborn, man. They are tough. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I got Prophecy of Doom. No kidding. Okay, disband, create. Huh. Okay, well that's some military I can use. 755. Wow. That's ended. Okay. That ended. All right, Caltigma. I think they're under the thrall, though. Yeah, you can't assist them. We can't assist them because they're under the thrall of the Vidyani, and so at this point, the only way to take them is to conquer them. And when you, I don't remember. I guess you get full control right away. Okay, the amoebas. Amoeba. Just like that. Hi, welcome to the Empire. Bye. Just like that. Horatio note an opportunity to improve and tidy a bit of the galaxy. We apologize that to do so we must remove your vessels. Uh-huh. Okay, that's all good. BA. Send one to BD. Send two to BB, and then one to BD, and the one from BB will go to BC. So yeah, two to BB. There we go. Yeah, so the plan is to just kind of spread those guys around and then just manage them so that I don't have too many of them. But we can get a nice boost to industry collectively as we spread those around. It's worth the effort because we'll get at something like plus 50% industry or something like that out of it. So, yeah, it's totally worth it. It's a pain to do, but it's worth it. Um, we need that industry, that's for sure. Um, Probably should have been on it earlier. I've been slacking. I didn't really think it through until that break between turns, and I was like, oh, duh, I should have been doing that. Okay, we hang on to Ambler for whatever, 7 more turns, is it? 6 more turns. 88, he goes bye bye. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I would have kept Industrialist as um, my second party, then I would have been keeping these systems for 10 turns. Like Amoeba, I would have been keeping it for 10 turns before scrapping it, but there's no reason to do so now. So it makes it quicker, it makes it simpler. So there's that, you know. Coordinated command, mobile energy weapons. So that gives us +1 command point per hull type on Empire. And we now have, I think, 3 hull types, right? Yeah. There are 1, 2, 3. 3 hull types. Okay. So my fleets are now a maximum 4, 5, 13. 13 is the maximum size. Select all, merge. Okay, so he's going there, and this guy is also going there as fast as he can. Where's Where's this guy going? Where are these guys going? Ambler. One, 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 three, one. That's a three. One, one, one. Okay. It's crazy the number of curiosity I've researched. I must be getting close to 300. I've got to be over 250 by now. Let's see where we're at. 335. Wow. Dude, if I had Pulso's Thinkers and Tinkers 1, that's all I can think, man. This is like, oh man. That would be so much. That would be so much industry. Can you imagine having an extra 335 industry? It, it would double my, or more, my industry on most of my systems. Oh. Yeah, that was. I usually try really hard to find it because it's so good. That's pretty decent. Okay, I am out of movement. Okay, so I guess we're just about done with this turn with 82.
I wonder, what is the appropriate greeting in these circumstances?
Here we go.
No, we aren't to be trusted.
Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go.
Yes? What can we do for you now?
Do I want to spend that? I don't. I guess so. I guess I can afford it. I'm running really positive right now. That evened it out to where it's almost neutral. Cool.
Given our actions, we will not judge you for this.
Really? Given our actions, we will not judge you for this. Really? Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they're gonna. That's a lot of. What's going on over here? Why did they have so much influence? 13, 15. It's only 28. It's not that much. Huh. Maybe they have the hero there or something. I don't know, man. But that influence bubble's like significant. I mean, it's almost like it's bigger than my home system, right? It's similar to Tionha, right? Which is has a unique planet there. There's no unique planet there though, so I don't know. Interesting. Let's just double check to make sure everything's right here. Yeah. Okay. And does anybody have people that they need to move? I think I already did this earlier. Yeah, I did do it earlier. And the thing with those plus 10, plus 15 industry type numbers I was looking at, that doesn't kick in until they are 20 of them. Like for, let's say, example, the Remnant. You have to have 20 population before that kicks in. So a lot of them have their own laws and stuff. I don't know that we'll get to 50. We'll see. Pacifist is really high. All right, we'll click over to next turn and just take a peek at the events. That's what I meant to do this time, but then I got sucked in. Yeehaw! Cool. Not sure what I'm going to do with him. I'll wait. Alright. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Alright, so that's it. We'll pick up next time at turn 83. Please like, subscribe, comment. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.